with you, but I've just been told by one of the other supervisors that police have been down to you this morning.
Yeah, and they gave... Look, what's your name?
It's Acting Sergeant Northam. So
Oh, okay, Sergeant. Yeah. Nina, look, I was in lockup for 8 hours the other day, right? For this.
I just heard that.
Yeah, and I was told that I wasn't following the directives, and the new directives I was given today, and it's exactly the same as the old directives, Nina. I mean, I don't know what to do, because I lost $1,000 the other day, and I was in jail for 8 hours. I never have a criminal record. I haven't been in jail before. And it says this is what it says off the new directives. It says, working at a hospitality venue and dealing directly with members of the public, a person with a physical, mental illness or condition or disability that makes wearing a fitted face covering unsuitable, including, for example, a skin condition, an intellectual disability, autism or trauma. I get a skin condition. It's causing me trauma because I've got to actually pick up herbs, and I've got to, they're wet, and I get dirty potatoes, and I'm touching the mask, and it looks terrible. It's a presentation thing with the customers. I'm not going to walk around with a filthy mask on my face, and and he's handed me the same thing, and it says, and sorry, can I finish with this? Makes the wearing of a fitted face covering a risk to the other person's health and safety, and makes clear enunciation of visibility of person's mouth essential. So I'm just following exactly giving me exactly the same thing as I had before.
Yeah, so the thing is, you don't need to produce the exemption, but you still need to have one. So you've got a reason for an exemption, but you haven't obtained that exemption yet.
Yeah.
So you need to get one.
Yeah, but I had one. I don't have to produce it. I had one. Right?
You had one?
Yeah, I had one. And I told him I had one. And now I don't have to produce it.
Then onus is on the police to prove that you don't have one, that you do have one, sorry.
Yeah.
So that will be your defence. You've been charged, haven't you?
Yeah, I've had 2 charges now. This is the third one.
So that will be your defence at court.
Yeah.
So there's not much...
I don't know what to do, but they're threatening to
shut. But if you say you do have an exemption, then I will let the duty officer know that you have an exemption.
Well, I'll be getting another one today, but the basics of it is if I say I've got an exemption, I can't be doubted on that. Why do I have to be doubted? Because I don't have to produce it. I don't have to show the police the exemption. And if I say I have an exemption, why do I have to? Why can they doubt it and say, But you know what I mean? If I say I've got an exemption, I've got an exemption. I can't be doubted on it. You know what I mean?
Unfortunately, sometimes the police get lied to, and they've obviously taken the opinion that they don't believe you. And so then the onus is going to be on them at court to prove that you don't have an exemption.
Yeah, but they can't look at it. I don't have to produce it.
Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense.
See, all these things are new and are going to be tested. So I guess seek some legal advice.
I already have, and I looked at the thing, and I don't have to produce the exemption. So the whole thing is I don't understand it. If I don't have to produce the exemption, they can't doubt it. That's basic common sense. So that's the thing. So
not really. I mean, like, for example, and because I can't think of another one on the spot, say there's a homeless person laying on the street that's very immobile, and they are in the middle of work, nowhere near a doctor, and they tell us, I've got an exemption. I wouldn't believe them. So,
but that's an extreme case. I'm talking about a person running a business, and as regards to picking up herbs and dirty potatoes and all the other stuff I've got to do, I've got an exemption. You know, they should use their common sense and say, the guy's obviously working around dirty vegetables and wet herbs, he can't wear a mask, and that's it. It's obviously that. You can't generalise and say everybody's a homeless person. You know?
No. It's just my only off-the-spot example I could provide to you.
Yeah, I know, exactly. But anyway, I'll have to go get the exemption again today, but I shouldn't have to produce it. I shouldn't have to because it says I don't have to.
And you don't, once you have an exemption, you have an exemption already.
Yeah, but I already had one.
You don't need another one.
I already had one because I already had one because I didn't have to produce it. I don't have to produce the exemption because they're not allowed to look at it. It's a personal thing between me and the doctor.
But if you're willing to say to me that you have a skin condition, then, you know...
Can I just finish with this? 'Cause I've got to go. Sorry, because I spent almost 45 minutes on the phone doing this. If the police demand to see that, is that unlawful?
It's not that they're committing an offence. It's just like if they have no power to ask for your license and they demand to see it, it's not unlawful. They're not committing an offence, and you don't have to provide your license in certain circumstances either.
Yeah, right.
Like
Okay.
if you're just walking along the street, I can't walk up to you and say, "Give me your name and home address."
Yeah.
That
That's
I'm
fair
not
enough.
allowed to do that.
Yeah.
So it's just in certain circumstances I am allowed to do that.
Yeah.
So they can ask you for your exemption, as you know.
Yeah.
You're not required to supply it, as you know.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I
So
think
that's
it's all
that's
to be
that's all I
tested
wanted to
for.
know. That's all I wanted to know. Great.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. But this is super confusing because the website says completely different, and it says exactly how I've followed this to the letter, and now I've been locked up for 8 hours, and I've now been told I'm going to get shut down if I don't have an exemption, and I'd show them an exemption when I've proved that I am exempt. Anyway, it's super confusing. But anyway, I'll have to look into it again. Thanks a lot.
Okay. All
Thank
right.
you.
Bye.
Bye.